What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's up, guys? I ain't looking out there, man. Shout out to the free thinkers, of course, man. Yeah,
man.
We got Mickey Factz apparently and going against Mr. Royce the 5'9". Okay, guys. So we've been obviously we've been out of the loop. We haven't been putting out a lot of videos. Hate to beat a dead horse here, but we've been working on what we've been working on, and it's just taken significantly longer, and we just did not realize what we were getting ourselves into as far as developing a platform. So we've been putting a lot of time into getting our own thing going here as far as having our own site going. So we've been out of the loop in general, just to keep it real with you on all sides of music. I mean, we've been trying to keep our ear somewhat to the street, but there's been things to keep it real that I know that we've just missed. And lo and behold, apparently there's a battle that's been going on between Lupe, Royce, and then I think Mickey got involved because we heard Lambda from Royce, and then we heard Lupe's response. I don't know if we should give our thoughts on who we thought got that. I don't know. Maybe throughout this breakdown here, when we get into this, we'll talk about maybe what we thought of the Lupe and Royce back and forth. But man, I think that this was, from what I gather, man, this was about respect for Mickey. Based off the lives and the interaction that he had with Royce, I think that this was about respect. It was about just understanding that I'm one of them dudes too, man. Don't diminish me and act like you're better than me. It's how it felt, based off of what Mickey was saying.
Well, this should be interesting, man, because I like Royce the 5'9", man. I got much respect for him, man. I really think that he doesn't get the just due that I think he deserves. Yeah. But I'm not too familiar with Mickey Factz, man. Outside of, I know he's a battle rapper, but I don't think I've heard a lot of things from him.
You're not the only one to say that. A lot of people didn't really know about Mickey until this came out. I'm seeing a lot of people, just commenting around in the internet like, I didn't know Mickey was this nice. And people who are in the know that Mickey's been around the battle rap scene since Smack's inception. I don't want to say since, because Smack is not the only one that was kind of running around filming battles, but he's kind of the godfather of battle rap, URL and Smack and all that. And he's been around all the juggernauts, man. He came up with Mook and Lux and all these guys. Yeah. And for people in the know, man, it's not a surprise that that Mickey could get into this bag. So I'm curious to see to what level. I've been hearing some things though. People, y'all been getting in our DMs saying that he went crazy. A couple of y'all, and I don't like when people jump off the bridge unless they're 100% certain, especially when something is so soon. But a couple of y'all said that this is one of the best disses of all time.
Okay,
let's get into it, man. Mickey Factz, Wraith.
Mickey. Hurts when you gotta kill a nigga you love.
Hold on, before we get into it, what is that? Doesn't that sound like
that sample?
Was the Jewels joint?
Yeah, that.
Play that. I'm gonna play that for y'all. For y'all that don't know, because that's like what, early 2000s ish. I think it was off the his second album.
First I just gotta salute my soldiers.
Same sample?
Very simple, yeah.
Same sample, but I think
chopped up a little bit.
This was crazy though.
Yeah.
I ain't play the whole shit.
It's dope.
I mean, nothing promised to niggas like
that. Let the beat drop. We'll let it go.
Another day, another dollar.
It is hot. This was hot. Yeah.
Another hate, another pull.
It is hot. That was. It is.
That's crazy.
It is hot.
For y'all who don't know, that's Joel Santana. That's This Is Me off of his What's the Game's Been Missing album. And I think that sample is the same sample that Mickey's using.
It sounds identical.
It does. So I think, I don't know who did the original. If anybody knows the information on who did it, it sounds like it could be an old school, it's usually an old school R&B sample. Yeah. So it's got a little soul in it. So give us some feedback on the original sample. But that's been used a lot though. I've heard a couple people in hip hop use that sample. So let's start it back up.
Mickey. Hurts when you gotta kill a nigga you love. It's all good though.
So okay. I like that he said it's love.
No more talking, nigga.
No more talking, huh?
Love. All this chatting for hours is really silly, nigga. With no rapping, I swear you gotta be backwards. No matter how many flowers you try to give a nigga, it's like they only want them on top of the casket. Damn, pay the price for acting ladylike. We rarely see black M&M's, kinda shady, right? We sent the shot, so I flash back like it's 80s night. Playing big, I put you in the box, that was Bravy's back. I was hijacking that live, now I'm taking flight. Your girl in the ghost and gobbling dick, say goodnight. You know how I Rolls Royce, chest move, you see Ryan Reynolds wrapped in a lagoon, that's a Deadpool. from playing yourself, shed a solid
You see
tear.
Ryan?
Right up in the Reynolds. Now that's a
Right in the lagoon.
That's a dare. I'm fucking up.
Yeah, that was hard though. That was hard though. No, but I mean, he was killing it all the way up until
Yes.
that point, you know? I think that was just kind of the icing on the cake, that Deadpool line, you know, the
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds, you know?
I love that.
But Royce's name is Ryan, right?
Ryan. Yep.
You know, that's
yep,
good.
the album Book of Ryan.
Man, that's a good name though.
Yeah.
Let's not, I know we can get lost in the lyrics and shit. You know,
Yeah.
Ryan, you know, that some shit is off limits.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
in.
No, I'm just fucking around. But dude, a lot to touch in there though, man, but I
Yes.
love the energy. And I respect both of these guys, Lupe and Royce, right? I respect both of them. So I don't want to get into who I think got or anything like that, but I kind of feel like the energy of a rap diss wasn't there in either one, in my opinion.
We can probably make a separate video about that.
Yeah, in my opinion.
But-
So when I'm hearing the way Mickey is coming on the track, I like that. Like it's a shame when you gotta kill niggas you love.
Let's speak on that, right? So he said it hurts when you gotta kill, you know, a dude you love, right? And then he said, one of the first lines, he said, no matter how many flowers you try to give somebody, it's like they only want it on top of their casket. So he started by saying, I love this dude.
Yep.
I give him his flowers, I give him his credit, but no matter how much credit I try to give him and respect I try to give him, he doesn't seem to reciprocate it. So now I gotta kill him. You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta put these flowers on top of his casket and just bury his ass.
Yep. Now you want to spit it back in my face, so now I gotta kill you.
Now I gotta kill him. That was fire.
And I love when he went into the M&M bag when he
Fire.
said, we rarely see a black M&Ms. He's all kind of shady, right?
Fire.
That was dope. You know what I'm
Fire.
saying? Because that is a hard hitting blow in my opinion, right? Because we know that Royce and M are homies, right? And they have a similar rap style.
People say he's the black Eminem.
Yeah,
People have said
let's keep it
that
honest.
throughout his career.
Let's keep it honest, and it's kind of shady, right? Slim Shady, not
Slim Shady.
but it's kind of weird that we see a black Eminem. I thought that the way he said that was just fire,
Crazy.
and it's scathing. It's a hard blow, and a lot of people feel that way.
And it's important, exactly. And it's important, I think, when rappers use things that have been sort of rumblings in the culture. Like that's been a thing that people have said about Royce. You know what I'm saying? It's not something new, but it's important. It's effective because it's something that everyone can say, yeah. That's one of those things. Like that's one of those things that we have heard about the kid. So it makes it more effective.
Even if you respect Royce, which I do, you know, it's just that is a scathing blow. That's a hard blow because people say that about you.
Then he said, playing bigger put you in a box. That was Gravy's plan. That was fire. So Gravy is a rapper that played Biggie Smalls in the movie The Notorious. He played Biggie. You know what I'm saying? But he put you in a box. He put himself in a box by playing that character, and he hasn't really seen, much. I hate to, no disrespect to Gravy, but it doesn't seem like he's had much traction after that movie. So it looks like he just put himself maybe in a box. But also he'll put you in a box, meaning I put you on the ground, put you in a casket. You know what I mean? But for trying to play tough and play big. So I thought that was super slick. So this was really back to back to back to back inefficient, right? And he said, what'd he say? I thought I was hijacking that live. Now I'm taking flight. You thought I came in on the live trying to talk.
Thought I was trying to take over the live. You know what I'm saying?
So now I'm
really
hijacking.
I'm really taking flight.
I thought I was hijacking. Now I'm taking flight. You know what I mean? You hijack. So now I'm gonna hijack and take flight and go off on you. But it was a play on if you hijack a plane.
Yeah,
that was slick.
And then a line that I really love that we stopped it on is when he said, "You know how it rolls, Royce, chess move. You see Ryan Reynolds rap in a lagoon. Now that's a Deadpool. The way he, the whole scheme in that, man. You know how it rolls. You know shit rolls downhill. You know how it rolls, right? Royce, you know how this shit go, Royce." Right? You know what I'm saying?
Chess move.
It's a chess move, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm making these strategic moves to body you and really expose you. Ryan, right?
It's a comedy. You see Ryan? Comma. Reynolds wrapped up in Lagoon. That's a Deadpool.
And Ryan Reynolds played Deadpool, but you're killing yourself, Ryan. You know what I'm saying?
And then Ryan Reynolds is the actor that played Deadpool. Then Reynolds rapped.
Yep.
Right. Rapped. It's
Killed it.
Rap. That was
just slick. That was really, really slick, man.
Yeah.
You know?
She said, "Your girl in the ghost, gobbling dick, say goodnight."
Yep.
You know how it rolls, Royce. So the Rolls Royce is they call it the ghost. You know what I'm saying? So it's just he led up into that with the whole Rolls Royce, leading up to the Ryan Reynolds rap scheme, and then he's talking. Meaning, and he actually has content to back up what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? In addition to the art of just the metaphors and the double entendres. So he's just going crazy. Yeah, let's get back to it though, man. Great start.
That's a Deadpool. Yeah. Lupe freestyle and got you out of here. You cried alone from playing yourself, shed a solid tear. All that syllable, biblical, middle is kind of weird. It dresses you up from being direct, cause you probably scared. Your fans say I'm on a rampage. Better
you gotta stop that again. You gotta stop this again. Hold on. Cause I stopped listening to it when right after when he said all that syllable biblical, you know, that's kind of weird. And you know, dude, I love Royce, man. And so if he ever sees this video, or anybody's fans of Royce, man, ever sees this video, do not, you know, skew what I'm saying. Dude, I think Royce is one of the best technical rappers out there, and he has a lot of skill. And his pen is nice. I've listened to songs of his that I really, really like. But if I'm keeping it 100, I'm keeping it 1,000, man. When it comes to diss rapping and beefing back and forth, man, all that biblical, lyrical, prolifical, you know, centrifugal, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear you go at someone's jugular, throat, you know what I'm saying? And I love that he said that. Because technically, you're killing it, Royce. You're killing it. I heard that freestyle.
Technically, Lambda was crazy.
Yeah, you're killing it technically, but it's like, what? I want to hear you go at someone. I want to hear you when it's a diss and it's a freestyle.
When it's a diss.
I just want to hear you go after that lyrical, biblical,
it's about breaking your opponent
centrifugal,
down,
you know, it's just it's like, No. I don't want to hear that when it comes to a diss. No, but anyway, so I just wanted to get that point off.
But that was a great point, right? Like all that syllable biblical and all this kind of way, it dresses you up from being direct. Because you're probably scared. So you use that as a cover-up, right? To kind of like cover up the fact that maybe you know, when it comes to being direct, you're not really on that level. You know what I'm saying? So you go this direction and just show people, you stay in your comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Your comfort zone is technical rap, and you'll get praised in that realm. But when it comes to this realm, battling, it's shielding people from the fact that you may not be that nice.
Yeah,
is what Mickey is saying. That's not what I'm saying. Because I think Royce is. I don't know if he's. I think Royce he's gonna respond. I think at some point. So it's up. It's still gonna be up for debate. But that was a crazy, hard-hitting, in-depth line, and I think it really. When we talk about like psychoanalyzing someone, that to me is what hits hard in disses, not just what technically is being done. He said Lupe freestyle and got you out of there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Lupe, I guess, made it, you know, I think he made that shit pretty quickly, right? Yeah. It was like overnight
or something he said, right? He even apologized for the production. Because I know I made this kind of quick, man. My bad, but I'm still going to body it, so to speak.
He said you cried alone from playing yourself, shed a solid tear, but solitaire, right? The card game solitaire, you play cards by yourself, you're playing by yourself, but you cried from playing yourself, or you cried alone from playing yourself. You played yourself, and now you have to deal with the backlash that comes with jumping out the window, right? You know what I'm saying? The pressure being on you, crying, you know what I'm saying? But when the game's solitaire, you play alone. That was fire. Better reunite with Slaughterhouse or get cut. You need your band-aid. So if you get cut, you need a band-aid to, you know, put on
Slaughterhouse,
But you need to get Slaughterhouse. You need to get that your band to aid you, to help you. You know what I'm saying? You better reunite with them. You know what I'm saying?
Or you're gonna get cut.
Or you're gonna get cut, literally cut, but lyrically cut. You know what I'm saying? Not literally, lyrically cut.
Lyrically, I got you. So I guess we gotta buckle up. We all gotta buckle up. This may be a long one.
This might be an hour.
Yeah,
it might be.
Better reunite Slaughterhouse and get cut. You need your band-aid. I told him prove you do what I do. He gave me lampshade and said no. I gave the bitch room and then the man cave. Divide his body. The footage got him severed. Contradicting every lie. Pull yourself together. The songs ain't no anthems. Your bar placement random, and you still ain't bring that energy to RJ and Ransom.
You know, but that's
crazy, right? Like,
that's another piece to go ahead, Ryan. Yep. Go ahead. Yeah.
You know, let me say this again. I got much respect for Royce, man. Much respect. But
you know they ain't getting bodied when somebody has.
when you gotta leave with that, right? But he said your songs ain't no anthems. Your bar placement is random. The way I'm interpreting that is, where do you fit in?
Yeah.
Where do you fit in? It's like you don't have anthems, no classics, no bangers. So what is it that you do other than talk a lot of shit? Not saying that I agree with that. So let me make that clear. Not to say that I agree with that, but this is a diss. And
he's taking you into the mind of Mickey, guys.
Exactly.
I think sometimes y'all think like, we just take you into the mind of what we think the artist is saying.
There you go.
And I really agree with that. That he's saying you ain't got no answer. I can't play this shit in the club. You know what I'm saying? What am I mean, when it comes to bars and having something to say and inspiring people, you spit random shit. So it's like random placement. It means nothing. So where do you, like you said, where do you fit?
Yeah, dude.
That's hard. And it's rooted in rumblings of what people have said about Royce. So this isn't coming from nowhere.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
He said, I told him, prove you do what I do. He gave me lampshade and said, no, I gave the bitch room and then the man cave. Mm-hmm. That was hard. So, I mean, I'm taking that as a man cave, right? Mm-hmm. A man cave is a room in a house that's dedicated for the man.
For manly shit. I'm just joking.
Canceled.
Exactly.
He gave him room and then he caved in.
Yeah, exactly.
I gave him
That's
room.
hard though.
But he said lampshades, so he's the lampshades in a man cave, and he's essentially, I gave you room, man. I gave you room to kind of get busy and rap, but you never rap, and you caved in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But he played on the whole man cave thing, so I thought that was slick.
Hard.
He said divide his body. The footage got him severed, contradicting every live. Pull yourself together. So you're contradicting yourself on every live that we do. You say one thing, and then, it's another thing, right? Throughout this whole back and forth with him and Mickey. But he said the footage got him severed.
Yeah.
The footage, that footage is putting you in a position right now where I'm destroying you.
Yep.
I'm cutting, just breaking you down, severed, cut.
Pull yourself together.
Pull yourself together. Because I'm cutting you, I'm destroying you. You cut something, obviously.
Pull yourself together.
Put it together. Fire, man. How many verses?
Yeah, it's like it's 3.
God damn.
He made a full-on song and shit.
This might be just anyway. I ain't gonna be disrespectful, but we could end it right here and it kind of so Royce don't even rap.
And you still ain't bring that energy to RJ and Ransom, nigga. I think it's crazy, right? Like this all started cause RJ said him and Ransom was the best, and you responded on IG. You never got in the booth and spoke to these niggas.
Let's just to touch that real quick. So RJ Payne, which is I know him from Rain when he was Rain Man, when he used to battle back in he's from Philly. I remember him when he went against Reed Dollars and all that. From Too Raw from the Streets and Big Star and all that, when he was rapping underground. This is before 106 and Park and all that. Like that's a lot of people know him from being the Freestyle Friday. I think he was the Freestyle Friday champion on 106 and Park.
Okay.
He's an underground battle rapper from Philly. And he changed his name. I think his name is RJ Payne. I don't know.
Okay.
And also Ransom. Ransom. I remember he was with the Triangle Offense with Joe Budden and Fabulous. Mm-hmm. The Desert Storm mixtapes with DJ Clue. Like these guys have been around, man, for a while. And they said apparently, because I didn't see
that they was the best.
That they was the best. And Royce was like, I think Royce was basically saying like, oh yeah, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So Mickey's basically saying instead of you getting in the booth and like coming out with a song to prove that you're the best, you got on IG and just spoke about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm saying. He's consistently saying, you're not rapping. You're doing everything but rapping. That's
just
backwards.
talk.
All right, let's get to it. Let's get back to it.
You never got in the booth and spoke to these niggas. So yo, I'm a bar they style Shaq and talk to you niggas. Got rid of the pounds. I had a little weight playing on Montgomery.
That's fine.
Bad. I'm dealing that name brand. Catch Royce at the register and give him a face scan. This ain't RJ and Sean Kemp original Rain. They loving the pressure. Want me to test your chaos.
This is fire, man. Just because he's rapping like Rain Man.
Yeah, dude.
That's fire. So he's adding a different dimension to the breakdown. He's like, these are dudes that you said you're better than, so I'm gonna beat you.
I'm gonna borrow their style.
And beat you with their style.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, right? I don't know if he's gonna do everybody's style. But I don't know if he continues this on. But I'm gonna beat you with Rain Man style at least. I'm gonna beat you as Mickey Factz as Rain Man. And then I'm gonna maybe beat you as Ransom. I think that's probably where he's going with this. Fire.
Yeah, dude. And I love the energy.
Yes.
If that's how RJ raps, then I may need to listen to that.
Rain Man is tough.
Because I love the energy. And if he raps like that, this to me is, by definition, to me, is battle rap. You gotta have that dynamic aggression to me for it to even come off
believable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You really need to have that, man. Mm-hmm. So I like that. I like it.
But just also just the creativity in this as well. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? With battle, it's a lot of times just to right at your neck, and that's perfectly fine. But when you can add creative elements to it, not that this is the first time we've seen this done. We saw attempts from other people we done on this channel to rap like the other person. We've seen that. But the way he's doing this and how he's tying it into, you said that these guys are, you're better than these guys and you had a problem with it. To then sort of transition into destroying you being those guys is just creative, man. Fire.
This ain't RJ and Sean Kemp, original Rain Man. They loving the pressure, want me to test ya. KRS One with the lectures, big pun with the letters on the roof. About to leave Royce sick, clutching Berettas, bullets rain over you. Now he really young.
That was hard.
Randy Nichols, I'm dissecting the track. More fly, elegant rap. His pride get him attacked. This guy's skeleton cracked. So Ryan Melanin's flat. And the white guy rides with cosigners. Melanin's black. I give him a clap. I'm Lucifer, the Y3 fly. Devilish cattle decides heaven is whack. Now my attention is back. Apply pressure with facts. Marvel at your multiverse till you die mentioning that.
Yeah.
Yo, he
bodied that.
That's
He
one
bodied
of
that.
the best lines of this whole shit.
Like, he bodied that dude.
Marvel at your multiverse until you dimensioning that. Dimension multi.
Yeah.
But he's talking about his multis.
Dimensioning.
Yeah.
That.
So
So you don't die mentioning that. You know, it's like.
you gonna die with that bullshit. He's like, I'll marvel at it. I'll marvel at these multis that you can do, but I'm gonna kill you while you're using that style. These multi-syllable, tendencies that you have. But also he's referencing the Marvel. The Marvel franchise, right? Marvel, multiverse, different dimensions, you know what I'm saying? But dimensioning that is crazy.
Bullets rain over you. Now you really under the weather.
So Rain Man is over you. I'm over you. I'm better than you. I'm greater than you, or whatever the case may be. But the bullets rain on you. Now you're really under the weather, right? Rain and weather. But
That's
it was crazy. That was crazy.
Crazy, dude.
And on top of that, just for being in the know with Rain Man, he really does sound like Rain Man though. So guys, make sure you guys check out Rain Man online, RJ Payne online, man. Make sure you show him some love. He sounds very much like RJ Payne.
That's hard, dude.
He killed that. Shout out to Sean Kemp though, the original Rain Man.
Yeah, man.
One of my favorite dunkers ever. He was a great player too, but his dunks was just violent.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? One of the best violent dunkers.
See you die mentioning that duffel. That's me paying homage to my niggas. Cause you was supposed to get in the booth and respond to that instead of getting on IG on a fucking rant, nigga. It's your problem, man. And my man killed you. Woke up in the middle of the night.
There it
got
is.
you out of here. And you need to stop running. Stop running, nigga. You know what I'm talking about, too. People taking me being unbothered is weakness. Meals at the dock, I'm done harboring weakness. My son's father's a genius. All them dumb shots when I'm unboxed with the defense. Ryan Montgomery, hiding behind every rhymer he defining as brotherly. I decided he's rumbly by my discovery. 5'9" is trying to be somebody. The upper echelon recognizes by his redundancy. Hold took you a renegade like it was custom.
Yo, hold on. He's going crazy. No, he's going crazy. I really want this reaction to be accurate.
He's emptying the clip, isn't he?
Because he's rapping like Royce right now.
Yeah.
I ain't a So now he's trying to, he destroyed you by being himself, right?
Yeah.
He took the Mickey Factz route, right? Then he raps like he's Rain Man. Now he's rapping like you, saying I can do what you do and still shit on you with your own style.
Yeah, exactly.
When Chris Tucker say, don't get mad at me because I look better than you and your own shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it going, man. This is really incredible though.
It is.
No exaggeration.
It is.
By my discovery, 5'9" is trying to be somebody. The upper echelon recognizes by his redundancy.
That's hard.
Renegade like it was custody. Your dad ain't even push back, surprising you suddenly on the sideline, crying uncomfortably. I am abundantly tired and
He sounds just like
I am a gluttony. Why am I suddenly not the loyalty that I'm giving publicly? Lupe is my brother and I'm
he's not responding.
You don't think so?
He's not responding to this.
You don't think so?
Nah. I don't know, man. I hope he does though. I
hope he does too, though.
Responding. It's a lot. He really emptied the clip, and we still have more to go.
Yeah,
he is emptying the clip on Royce with this. It's a lot, man.
It is a lot.
It's just layered. The approach that he's taken with this, man, the creativity in it, the lyricism, not just like the lyricism in general, but the types of the lyricism displayed, right? Just with double entendres, metaphors, using with the Maltese, and then
crazy.
So, and then Royce, I think, had this whole thing about these dudes don't check enough boxes or something like that. Royce said, I know that's been going around the internet, and I feel like that's what Mickey's intention was to do here. Like, what box am I not checking?
Check all the boxes.
You know what I'm saying? What, please,
Help me understand.
Enlighten me. Enlighten me. What am I not checking? So let me just make sure I check all boxes. Said hide behind every rhymer he defined in his brotherly. You know what I'm saying? He's hiding behind, you know, maybe he's talking about Slaughterhouse with Crooked Eye, you know, and Eminem, that's his brother, so he's hiding behind, you know, their mystique and their aura and their accomplishments as well. The upper echelon recognized by his redundancy.
Yeah.
You know, being redundant, saying basically the same thing over and over again. You know, maybe the style was being redundant there. Hov took you off Renegade like it was custody.
Yeah.
So your dad didn't even push back, surprising you suddenly. You know, so you know, everyone knows. I mean, there's this whole thing that Royce da 5'9" was originally on the song Renegade with Eminem.
Yeah.
And then Eminem and Jay-Z, you know, they linked up, did the classic Renegade. And what he's saying is he's playing on the fact that, you know, Jay got him up out.
Yeah, like, exactly.
Get this motherfucker off the track, man. Who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? That's like he sunned him essentially. He's like, your father makes Eminem. Didn't even push back. You know what I mean? Surprising you suddenly. You know what I'm saying? So just making him look like a low dude. You know what I'm saying? Like you're a flunky to Eminem is what he's saying.
And still taking that cadence too.
And doing it like anyone who knows Royce, dude, he's rapping like Royce to a T. Keep it real. I know there's a lot of Royce fans that's gonna see this video. Keep it real. He's doing his thing.
I ain't a gluttony. Why am I suddenly not the loyalty that I'm giving publicly? Lupe is my brother and I'm a ride with him stubbornly. Defending the best and nevertheless adrenaline been in my chest. He getting regrets forever discrediting the best while living up Eminem's mess. He got a song with Kiss and Bad. Read it out the book of Ryan, but I would be lying if I ever said that shit is trash.
That's hard.
About the pen and
Respect.
And writing it's ironic you won with FAP, but you lost to Mr. Fab. Playing Mufasa got you some battle scars. If you would've checked the box, you probably on Amazon. Instead of dying in the jungle, Jordan mean Avatar. I'm Jeff Bezos, out of space with galactic bars. Yeah, that's something that Royce would do. He'll take something from pop culture and exploit it through a point or two, like Sha'Carri Richardson, Bill Cosby kind of shit. Current event bars ain't skills, kinda obvious. You gotta quit doing entendre without comic wit. I don't subscribe to it. I'm the definition, the opposite. Shit punching, you do Tetris, I do column shit. Get stoned with a great structure until your mind.
Yeah, this is
Put out my mountain to a steep, yes, at my peak next note.
Yeah, this is a lot, man.
Yeah, dude.
It's just a lot. It's a
whole
lot.
lot.
It's a lot for Royce to really, damn. It's almost unfair. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot, man.
I like when he said, read it out of Book of Ryan, I would be lying if I ever said that shit was trash. I think that's respect, right? And I have to get behind that, man, because, you know, he's not going to just say it's trash just because he's doing a diss track. Yeah. I think that's dope.
He recognizes that Royce is a formidable opponent. So he went into this whole thing about when you're talking based off of that, Ryan. He said you got a song with Kiss and Fab. You know, when he said it was fire, right? He's I'd be lying if I said that shit is trash. And he said all this talk about pen and pad, you're good at writing. It's ironic you won with FAB but lost to Mr. Fab. So you won getting Fabulous on the track and having a great song. You won with that. Yeah. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. But you lost to Mr. Fab. Him and Mr. Fab had a battle, I think, in the Bay. It was some sort of battle, and it was controversial. I don't remember, it was years ago, but I don't know if you guys know, this is an old school site, All Hip Hop. Remember All Hip Hop? And I remember All Hip Hop covering. Shout out to All Hip Hop if you still exist. But I remember All Hip Hop covering that battle. It was some controversy surrounding that, but essentially people were saying that Mr. Fab beat Royce in that battle. But he's playing off the fact that, you know, you won with Fab, but you also lost with Fab, right? Yep. The irony in that. So that was slick. But he said playing Mufasa, you got you some battle scars, right? The character scar off of the Lion King. You're playing Mufasa, but you got some battle scars. So I love the Lion King reference there. Jeff Bezos out of space, so he's connecting this sort of Amazon Jeff Bezos. There's a whole scheme here. Yeah. And Jeff Bezos just literally came back from space. Right, I'm out of space with these galactic bars, meaning I'm not of this universe. I'm out of here. Shit, you know, but tying in the fact that Jeff Bezos just came from outer space, so he's just getting busy, man. We can keep going, but there's a lot of shit in here, and I'm just looking at this like I don't, you know, it's a tall order for Royce, man. Let's get back to it.
Out of space with galactic bars. Wait, that's something that Royce would do. He'll take something from pop culture and exploit it through a point or two, like Sha'Carri Richardson, Bill Cosby kind of shit. Current event bars ain't skills, kinda obvious. You gotta quit doing entendre without comic wit. I don't subscribe to it. I'm the definition, the opposite.
I just look. This is like Antonio Tarver. Like when he studied Roy Jones, man. That's all he did. Remember
That's a great analogy.
Before
Yeah.
Antonio Tarver fought Roy Jones, all he did, it didn't matter if he did, he got his ass beat by everybody else. Not saying that Tarver was solid, but it didn't matter if, I feel like Tarver's sole goal in life was to beat Roy Jones.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like this is what this seems like. Like, it was Mickey's goal, it's his goal in life to dissect the fuck out of Roy. It's almost like he was, this has been something that has been in his mind for a very long time.
It's been brewing.
Like, he respects Royce, but this is like what he's always thought about it. Like, it's like that to me. He said, you know, he'll take something from pop culture and exploit it through a point or two. Like Jakari Richard, Bill Cosby, common shit, current event bars ain't skill. It's kind of obvious. You know what I mean? You using obvious shit that's controversial to get people to get a rise out of people instead of something that's a little bit more obscure. You know what I mean? There's no skill in that. It's just you're gonna get the automatic oohs and ahs because it's controversial. So I thought that was really well written, and it's a good point. Let's get back to it.
Carly Richardson, Bill Cosby, kinda shit. Current event bars ain't skills, kinda obvious. You gotta quit doing entendre without comic wit. I don't subscribe to it. I'm the definition, the opposite. Chain punching, you do Tetris, I do column shit. Get stoned with a great structure until you're monolith. Obelisk, look what I'm amounting to. A steep yes, at my peak next, no TV when Ryan Seacrest top of the hill. Here's the cliffhanger like Cosby closet, eating pork, claiming Muslim hogwash. Ryan Wilder.
God damn.
Listen when I'm here. Yeah, check back.
It's just so much, dude. So much.
Get stoned with a great structure until you're monolith. Your monolith, I think is what he's saying. But a monolith is a stone structure, right? So this is whole stone scheme, and it looks like it got to like a mountain, boulder, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
He said, "Look what I'm amounting to. Amounting, like what I'm achieving, or I'm on the verge of achieving, right? Amounting to. It's steep, yes. Like this is a steep hill for you to climb. Like I said earlier, it's like a tall order for Royce. This is a big mountain that you have to climb." And he said, at my peak, still mountain peak, right? No TV, when Ryan Seacrest. So Ryan Seacrest is a television personality who's on TV, Ryan Seacrest.
But no TV, he's resting.
Right, yeah.
Because he's hosting everything with no TV.
Yes.
Seek rest. Ryan seek rest.
And it's like a triple entendre because maybe he's saying the crest as well. Seek rest, seek crest. You know what I'm saying? So essentially, man, he's got a tall order here, man. He's got a big mountain in front of him, man, and I'm at my peak. I'm at the peak with this shit. It's crazy. Then he said, top of the hill, here's the cliffhanger, like Cosby's closet, right? So he's still talking about mountains and cliffs and shit. Cliffhanger. This is the cliffhanger, you know, like the cliffhanger in like a story, whatever this may be. Then he said, like Cosby closet. Bill Cosby played Cliff on the Cosby Show, right? And if he had hangers in his closet, it would be, you know, like a cliffhanger. Eating pork, claiming Muslim, hogwash. Ryan Wilder. So that was hard. You know what I mean? Again, he's talking about him contradicting himself.
Yeah.
You know, but you said you're a Muslim. Muslims don't eat pork. You know what I mean? So I'm assuming that, I don't know if there's legitimacy to that. You guys have to fill me in. But he said hogwash. Obviously, a hog is a pig, pork. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back to it.
That's top of the hill. Here's the cliffhanger like Cosby closet. Eating pork, claiming Muslim hogwash. Ryan Wilder. Stop it, novice. Listen what I'm giving you. Yeah, I check boxes. That's what morticians do. And stop fibbing too, nigga. You was mad at Cass and turned to Rakim when he asked. They like the aftermath. Did the same thing with Payne. Then you got scolded. He had you holding on your chin like Francois Rodin. Look what I have sculpted. Nigga talking checking boxes. Y3 all the time, never a checking boxes. They'll find his chicken head dismembered in checker boxes. I'm Bobby Fischer, you playing chess with checker boxes. He love MMA. Every day he checking boxes. Joe Budden, Dick riding. Look at Royce checking boxes. Money in the mail, man. I see the checking boxes. Your chick be in my DMs when I checking boxes. Ask women, this guy know I'm checking boxes. Fuck that, I'm Craig on fire. I ain't checking boxes. They all thinking I ain't got fire. Literally, you not Christopher Nolan. Ryan, fuck what you pitching me on IG. The way that I handled it showed humility. But this nigga bathing in arrogance.
It's too much.
It's so much.
It's
so much.
It's overkill.
Sometimes I feel like Royce raps just for the sake of rapping. I just really feel like because he's so technical and he has that ability, which is a great skill, don't get me wrong, but it's not really direct and precise on the point I believe that he's trying to make. And I believe he's doing Royce's flow and Royce's cadence and being able to be technical, but it's direct. It's not so like
I do what you do, but I'm gonna step it up a different level.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
You know, which and he's just bodying this. It's just a lot. It's just a lot.
This whole like little checker boxes and check-in boxes
Niggas
and all
checking
this.
boxes.
Yeah, I didn't like some of the lines in here. You know, like you'll find your chicken head dismembered in chicken head checkers, checking boxes. So, you know, they sell chicken. But Bobby Fischer, you playing chess with checker boxes. Like Bobby Fischer is one of the greatest chess players ever. You playing checkers essentially, checker boxes. He love MMA every day. He checking boxes. Like
So Joe Button,
Yeah.
Dick Rodden, look at Royce checking boxers. But that's the way Royce raps, though.
There's a lot. That's the way a lot of these guys that the internet loves raps. They love these dudes that just piece up these multi-syllables and say nothing but silly shit. Y'all like that. A lot of y'all like that shit. But
He's
Money
like, I
in the
check
Mail.
boxes. That's what morticians do.
Yeah, that was
He's like, yeah,
crazy.
I check boxes, motherfucker.
But that's what
I kill
morticians
dudes.
do. Yeah.
I kill dudes.
Yeah. So you want to talk about checking boxes? Not only am I checking boxes lyrically, but as I'm gonna check your box. I'm putting you in a box.
Yeah, that's
essentially,
what
right?
morticians do. It's hard.
Money in the Mail, man. I see the check-in boxes. Your chick be in my DMs when I check in
Boxes,
boxes.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ask women. This guy know I'm checking boxes, which is ridiculous. You know, he's a gynecologist.
Gynecologist, yeah.
Check boxes, pussy, gynecologist. You know, y'all get that shit. It's kind of silly, but I get the technique. The technique was fine. The homonym usage and all that was slick. I'm Craig on Friday. I ain't checking boxes. Day off, thinking I ain't got fired. Literally. He's referencing Ice Cube in Friday After Next, right? How Craig got fired on his day off.
Yep.
Day off, they rock. I mean, and they tripping if they think that I'm not nice with the pen.
Yeah.
I don't have lyrics. They off. They crazy to think that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got fired. Literally. You're not Christopher Nolan, Ryan. Fuck what you pitching me. Nolan Ryan was a pitcher.
Yeah.
I'm not buying what you pitching me. What you're trying to sell me is what he's saying. This might go down in Las Vegas Hall of Fame.
Hard.
This man.
And I feel like I can bump this too.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's not like this is some shit that's just all diss that
Yeah.
really doesn't have a cool beat or production. I feel like I can really rock this.
All right, let's get back to it.
Yeah, ask women, this guy know I'm checking boxes. Fuck that, I'm Craig on Friday. I ain't checking boxes. They off thinking I ain't got fire. Literally, you not Christopher Nolan. Ryan, fuck what you pitching me on IG. The way that I handled it showed humility. But this nigga bathing in arrogance, insecurity. Disparaging words by Lupe making mural. Wow. You tried to do it and failed. You should have called it plural. Word. Lay him face down and ask him, you want a war? No spine. This is easy. I'm back to the drawing board. Now watch he don't respond
Yeah,
to
you
this
might
shit.
be right. He may not
Any
respond.
money bet the nigga don't
might
say
be right.
nothing.
I don't know.
And Royce,
Oh,
you
he
know
just
how
said it.
I give it up. We gonna do this
And you
until
did just say that. Yeah, that's true.
2022,
That's
nigga. Facts.
Yeah, he just said, watch you don't respond. Yeah,
A lot of y'all said that
that's funny.
in our DMs, you guys
That's
were
funny.
just saying that you know, how how you guys don't know how Royce is gonna respond to this. And that kind of planted the seed in my mind as I'm listening to it. I'm just like, I get that now. I get what some people were saying. He kind of like, it's a lot. It's a lot to get because he covered so many bases, man, throughout this diss. I mean, the creativity in rapping like Royce and then Rain Man and I think Ransom. He had a little stint in there where he was rapping like Ransom, and then just the different techniques he was using, the double entendres, the multi-syllables. You know, the beat choice was right. How he went personal. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't have to go so disrespectful and bring up like dirt on the motherfucker. He just used common things that people have been saying about Royce to have some type of content there, and just his experience with Royce, and just really kept it about the skill, right? Even the disses was talking about what what he's lacking in skill, right? You do the pop culture references and this and that. Like I know the tricks. I'm an MC too. I know all these tricks, man. So just brilliant, dude. That was a brilliant diss, man.
It was, dude. It was, and it wasn't. It was fun, and it was entertaining, and it had flow. It had movement. You know, I love how he incorporated RJ's style. You know, and Ransom. You know what I mean? In that verse too, I think he did a really good job doing it. And then he finished it out with a Royce type of flow as well, and how he uses the technical rapping aspect, man. It reminded me a lot of the Joyner Lucas and Tory Lanez diss, because Tory, I think, said, I'm Joyner Lucas or whatever. He kind of stole his flow. Why did I start with this guy or whatever, and kind of mimicked his style. Like, I could do that fast rapping shit too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And I felt like I could do that style too. Yep. And I felt like this was prepared. Like, he had this on deck. So I feel like you were right with that point. I feel like this was like, you know what? Since this beef is kind of going on with RJ and Lupe and Royce, let me just get in the lab and write something real quick, just in case I get grouped in with the bullshit.
Yeah,
that's kind of how this felt like.
I think so. I think he ramped it up. I think, to your point, I think he ramped up when that was happening, when that was brewing. But I think all these guys, even if they have love and respect for each other, hang out, they got something in the clip just in case.
Just in case.
If we ever become estranged in any way, I'm a stuck because, like, you know, they hang together. They respect each other as well. So just in case this ever popped off, I think there's a pride amongst the craftsmen, the people who really do this. And, like, you know, and this, I think that they measure each other up. Like, all right, your money kind of hard, though. Shout out to Mark. Money kind of nice, man. And if it ever came to it, I'm sure, like, I can think of these things in advance, and I just think that, you know, what you're saying, you gotta come with it.
You gotta come prepared when you go to war.
He was prepared. He was prepared. And one thing I wanted to point out, you had brought up I'm glad you brought that up, Ryan, the Joyner Lucas and Tory battle. I look at that battle, and I'm not gonna say that this is gonna be a replication of that battle. We have to see Royce respond, if he does respond. But I look at Royce, and I think that Royce is. Traditionally, he's been historically more of a technical rapper. Over the past years with the Book of Ryan and the Allegory and all these albums I listened to, he has certainly evolved. And that was my whole thing about Royce, is just like the random shit. So I'm getting the vibes. You know, we'll see. I haven't really seen Royce in the ring, even though
I hear you, though.
Give me some feedback on if Royce has really gotten busy on disses. You know, send that over my way and I'll listen to it. But I don't look at him as a battle rapper. Mickey Factz came up in battle rap around battle rappers and constantly and consistently battle raps. Right. You know what I'm saying? I had this analogy that I was going over with Ryan a while back. It's like if I played Michael Jordan, if I had a contest with him and who can hit the most one-arm free throws, and all I do every day is shoot
one-arm free throws?
Shoot one-arm free throws, and I went up against Michael Jordan, the greatest player ever.
He's gonna lose
in a free throw competition. Guess who's I'm gonna win that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all I do all day, every day. And I think that that's just what happens. These guys, they out-technical, even these songwriters and this and that, they think that means that they can just jump into this lane and just, it's just automatic because you can rap. Nah, there's different facets of rap that you have to master, man.
Exactly.
So I don't know if that's going to be the result with Royce. I am curious. Inquiring minds would like to know. But he's got a tall order in front of him, man. Incredible. I'm going to clap it up.
Dude, that was dope. Yeah, that was dope, man.
That was excellent.
That was a really good freestyle, man. And I enjoyed that. That's actually probably going to make a playlist.
I can bang that, too.
I'm probably going to bang that.
Excellent, man. Shout out to Mickey Factz, man. And shout out to everybody that requested that. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan, Las Vegas.
We out.